Today is Friday, March the 7th, 2025, and I am here to deliver a message from an angel for my very dear friend in Florida, my cemetery girl number 2, number 3, Courtney, a very, very dear soul mate in my life. Courtney, in Florida. Courtney, thank you so much for reaching out to me, and congratulations on your new baby. And I hope all is doing well with you. Thank you for reaching out to me the other day to share with me that you have been missing your dear friend who passed away a few years ago. I always start off these messages laughing because, well, as soon as I hit the record button, I know that I am being greatly assisted by angels to deliver such messages to life. And right now I'm laughing because my one sheep is under the table and she's making the table rock and roll. I always start off these messages in video form with a little spiel, so to speak. These are my ways of kind of bringing my own self into my soul in order to get to that place where I need to be to deliver such messages from another realm, another space and place, another universe, of which I absolutely refer to as heaven. Courtney, you know that I live on a small hobby farm. I am the good shepherd here, and so while I may appear to be kind of out there at times and always looking around, that is because I am the good shepherd here. And even while I'm connecting with angels, I remain in the now. I am here. I hear everything around me. It's not like I get into any sort of trance while I'm connecting with angels. It's beyond, rather. It's an absolutely beautiful experience for me to connect to angels. I do not know your friend's name. I do not know how your friend passed away. You sent me a few very short little snippets of videos where your friend was visible in these pictures. I have to start off also, I'm still getting into my mode right here, okay? Pay attention to my flock, the sounds that you hear. In the past many, many months, while recording these videos to deliver such messages, it has come to my own attentions that when angels are present within my soul, my animals, my flock, are able to feel that energy. Whether my animals are aware that I'm speaking to an angel, or whether my animals are simply aware of feeling the presence of something different within my soul as their good shepherd, that's up to heaven to know. I don't have all the answers, and I am a life soul, a messenger who is always in training, always learning, and always eager to connect to angels, as well as always eager to deliver such messages to life. It was actually really cold out here this morning, but now I'm getting a little warm, so I'm going to go ahead and take my coat off here and hope that my sheep doesn't come and try to get into the pockets of anything that I have here. I always do come with notes to these video sessions. I literally just connected with your friend, Courtney, a delightful young soul who will remain a young soul in heaven eternally, ever after, forever and ever. Amen. What a fun soul. It is important for me to remind people that when we die, we leave behind our mind, which comes from our brain, and our body. We take with us our soul. Our soul is what is eternal. Our soul is ever-changing and yet never-changing. Your friend was born a young soul and will remain a young soul forever and ever again. Amen. As I begin to deliver this message, Courtney, to you from your friend, know that he is present with me. His soul is present in my soul right now. It's common for us in life to point to here when we're referring to our soul. That's really our heart, right? Our soul is, who knows where it is? Our soul is a part of us that we can't really describe, we can't really prove, we can't really see. There's no scientific evidence that can prove or disprove that angels exist and that angels can, in fact, communicate with us. Every message from angels that I, Natalie, deliver to life do become whoever is receiving the message, and today it is you, Courtney, do become your treasure hunts, your adventures, your fairy tale journeys into life. And this is what I continue to learn from angels, that what angels want for us in life is to not only enjoy life, but also to create the journeys and adventures, to create the LOLs, the laughter, which then comes the peace and the joy. My first thoughts upon seeing the little snippets of videos that you sent of your friend Courtney were that he was a sweet, sweet young soul. In fact, the first word that he had me hear was he is endearing, E-N-D-E-A-R-I-N-G. In life, we know what a lot of words mean, Courtney, and yet the reality is we do need to go back and redefine these words. So often what I've discovered with angels is that they have me pause while receiving a message from them, and then, yes, utilize such things as technology. Google. He had me Google the word endearing, and I smiled when I saw the words for endearing say inspiring, love, or affection. This is your friend, not was. This is a very important part of your message today, Courtney, to remember that your friend is not past tense. While he is not here in this life with his body or his mind, his soul will ever remain present in your soul and in your mind, and therefore in your body and in your life. It is up to us to keep loved ones alive in our life. I felt that your friend could have been a Boy Scout, perhaps. He had ever so curly hair, and I could actually smell the scent of his shampoo. It actually smelled more like soap than shampoo. I almost wanted to say suave. He smelled very clean, and this is how he wanted to present himself to you today, was in such ways that you will know that I am not merely creating some sort of story for you. Rather, I'm sharing his story that you will relate to. Your friend is with me right now, Courtney. I will often giggle and smile because it is a good feeling to have the presence of a soul with me. This is my little hand grabber thing here that I use when my one rooster comes up. I have one really mean rooster. When he presents, he does want to hurt me viciously, and so I always keep this around. Your friend, I do not know his name. I said he could have been a Boy Scout, but I felt that he was not. And yet at some point he also brought up demolition derby. I know you're big into trucks because I know that you are a mechanic and you work on trucks, and so it could have something to do with that. Remember that I am not here to perceive. Perception is when we see something and we then generate it into our mind, and we then, from life-learned experiences of our own, are able to concoct and create what we believe of someone. I am not here to perceive when I'm connecting to angels. And usually when I do begin to connect to my mind, angels will have me swipe. Keep going, Natalie, just go with it, you know? Or they'll have me pause and do such things as Google the word endearing. When your friend had me feel that he was a Boy Scout, but then he wasn't, and then I heard demolition derby, and then I began to go into my mind thinking of you working on trucks, I then began to further go into my mind to think, well, maybe he was a Boy Scout. I don't know. At that point, your friend did swipe me. Natalie, you got it. Boy Scout, Demolition Derby. Keep going. He loved the outdoors. He had me feel like he loved to play hide and seek, and yet not in your classic ways that we think of hide and seek. More so, he loved to play hide and seek with nature itself, meaning nature was hiding and he was seeking, meaning he loved the great outdoors. He loved discovering whatever it was that he found in the trees and in nature, in the skies, in the clouds, in the rivers, in the creeks. He even gave me a vision of throwing stones, tossing stones. You know when you have stones and you throw them and you try to get them to skip across the water? He had me feel, now granted in the videos, the little tidbits of videos that you sent me, I was able to see he was wearing an apron. So again, I could have perceived, okay, he worked at a restaurant or whatever. He likes to cook, okay? No, beyond that perception, your friend had me feel that he was a busboy in life at one point. And he was fun. He was fun for everybody who worked with him. He was not a boisterous life soul here. He was not egotistical. He was not into attracting attention in such ways, and yet he was very theatrical. He was a born actor in the defined ways of being an actor without seeking that fame or fortune that comes along with what we perceive actors in today's life to be. He was a born actor. He had facial expressions that were fun, and while you were exchanging conversations with him throughout life at any given time, he was always there making faces with you, you know, okay, you know, very, very full of expression. At times you often were, he has me feel, unable to focus or concentrate on finishing your sentences. He loved to make you laugh, Courtney. When spirit is spirit, to me, spirit is the same thing as soul and angel. I am finding it easier for people to relate to me using the word angel, and so I am actually shifting my own ways of sharing such messages. And instead of me saying spirit messages, which kind of freaks some people out when they hear the word spirit, I am still in my beginning phases of using the word angel, because that is what I do. I talk to angels, which happen to also be spirit and souls. One of the things that angels like to do, Courtney, when connecting to a messenger such as myself to deliver a message to a recipient in life, which today is you, is they love to use such things as cliche, metaphor, symbols, numbers. These are all things I know you already are aware of, because you're very much so like me, only a lot younger than me. Angels love to utilize words, especially music, because music is one of the easiest ways for angels to deliver messages. The words are right there. They don't have to utilize charades and visions. The song that your friend had me hear today was by Foreigner, called Jukebox Hero. Everything that I'm delivering to you today, Courtney, becomes part of your treasure hunt, okay? Again, I said this in the beginning of the message. This is what angels want for us in life, is to create our own fairy tale adventures, to create the fun in our lives. I know this makes sense to you, Courtney. I've delivered many, many messages throughout the past many years for you from many of your friends that have crossed over the boundaries from life to heaven. And I'm so grateful every single time you come to me and ask me to connect to one of your friends. It is an honor, a true honor for me, always to reach out to angels. And in fact, it is reaching out to angels that boosts my own soul's energies and helps me to feel my greatest. You see, I continue to smile during this message because your friend is fueling, F-U-E-L-I-N-G, my own soul with his love for life. Remember, it's not past tense. He still loves life. He will always love life. He will always be with you. He also shows me a vision of him literally, I don't know, he's like walking on clouds, and he has a basket. I can't see what's in this basket, but he's he's just like, tossing things out, and I don't know what it is, but I can see these little things kind of coming down through the clouds. This is his way of, metaphor as well as vision, of showing me that he is the one leaving breadcrumbs behind for you to find. After he shows me this vision of dropping whatever it is out of this little basket while he's walking on these clouds, clearly from heaven, he shows me a nickel, money, the coin, a nickel. I don't know what all of these messages mean. These do become, like I said, your treasure hunt. They should have meaning to you. And if they don't have meaning to you right up front when you see this message, it usually is within 1 to 3 days that everything in these messages kind of finds its way together and connects within your own being. And they do make sense. Perhaps you'll find a nickel tomorrow. That's my friend. And now you know that's one more thing that you can assign your own self in life to remember your friend always. This is one of your friend's ways of making sure that you have plenty of ways to remember his life. Jukebox Hero. You'll want to look up the lyrics to this song and also listen to this song. Has no meaning to me at all. This is a song that he had me hear through my soul's ear. Remember that in life we all, not all of us, but most of us are born with the 5 senses of sight, taste, sound, smell, and touch. I have those same 5 senses, as well as I have those same 5 senses internally within my own soul. Look at me, I even point to here. Our soul is everywhere. Just like heaven is not only in the clouds. That's symbolic. That is something that we can relate to universally in life. To think of heaven being above, because it's far too drastic for us to even envision that heaven is literally everywhere. Heaven is here. Heaven is here. Hell is not always down below. Hell is everywhere too. Your friend is all around you, not just in the clouds. He is going to remain a young, youthful soul forever and ever. Amen. And yet he also continues to go through his own heavenly transitions where his soul is gaining such wisdom. He is well liked by all the angels, he has me know. He is very popular. He's a fun angel. And he's learning a lot. He had me hear the word Halloween, and he showed me random costumes. I couldn't even see a vision of a single costume. And yet he wanted me. He kind of swiped me at that point. Natalie, you got Halloween. Keep going. Oh my, hello. That's one of my little birds here. That's M. Her name is M. Funny enough, he also gave me the word marshmallow. It's not up to me to decipher all of the meaning behind what your friend delivers to me. Again, this is part of your journey and part of what will continue to create the life of a loved one for you to hold on to. Was he at some point, did you go, was he your prom date, Courtney? Did you talk about going to prom together? Did you go to prom together? Maybe you had your own dates, but you went in the same limo or something. He definitely brought up the word prom to me. He's coming through right now. Hold on, give me a second. I'm getting goosebumps all over my right arm and my right whole leg. And he's having me feel, this is, okay. Listen to the song in the background right now. I won't be afraid. Stand by me. Just as long as you stand by me. It's very common for angels to want to have their loved ones in life know what they were feeling in their final moments of their life. I hear him say, it was an accident. It was an accident. A total freak thing. He has me feel, I'm getting goosebumps even more on the right side of my whole body right now. He has me feel like we feel when we are on a roller coaster for the first time, a roller coaster we've never been on before. There's a difference between being on a roller coaster we love being on and we know what to expect, and when we go on a roller coaster for the first time. He's having me feel his final moments of life was very much so like being on a roller coaster. Oh, wow. Where you know that at some point that moment's going to come where that roller coaster does something. Either it goes down fast or it's going to twist and turn somewhere and it's going to bring your stomach up, you know. This is not a feeling of fear, Courtney. He needs you to know this. It is awe, A-W-E. He felt awe. A-W-E. He felt whoa and wow. And that is when he then shows me that he saw a vision of himself on his back much like this. And he was like, wow, woo, is this for real? It was an accident. I don't know how he died. He says it was an accident. He is showing me now a parrot. A big parrot is on his shoulder, very colorful, the same colors as any parrot we would envision to have. The reds and the greens and the blues and the blacks. This is his best friend in heaven, is a parrot. Whoa. And with that, the goosebumps are gone. And when I say your friend is gone, he's not gone. He's never gone. He's always here. It takes us in life a mere thought, M-E-R-E thought, to connect to any angel in heaven. It's not always about us hearing back from angels when we have thoughts in our mind or thoughts spoken out loud. So long as you are aware, Courtney, and I know that you are, that every time you think of anybody that's in heaven, they are with you. It's not always what we expect. We can't always hear in the ways that we want to hear, not even me, as a messenger who's been delivering messages to life for half of my life. It is always different, and yet the more we connect, the more we learn. While I could sit here and say I was born with a gift to connect to angels, I do fully believe that everyone in life can learn on their own to connect to angels. And this is what I love about you, Courtney. Your friend is kind of hovering over me right now, but he's like, that's it. He's like, the message is done. Thank you, Natalie. He says, thank you. He's now kind of, he's like curling his hair a little bit. And he's going, He's like, thank you. And again, off he goes. Wow. I have a tear in my eye right now. I'm not crying. I'm not sad. I have a tear. That's a tear of joy. And that's your friend's joy. And he wants you to feel the same joy that he has just given me. Because you see, Courtney, any angel that delivers messages to life through me wants whoever is receiving the message to feel exactly what I feel. This is often also why I'm always giggling. Do you hear my roosters right now? I'm filled with joy. I am filled with joy for you. I hope this message finds you well, Courtney. I know that you are in your own life transition, you know, with being married and having a baby, and you have, you know, a young dog who's not listening to you, and all of his new roles in life as having a little baby in his life as your dog. I know that there is illness in your family as well. Know that your friend is with you through all of this. And your friend says, you are the best mother in the world, in the universe. He says, yes, you got this, Ma. I love you, Courtney. Thank you so much for reaching out to me today. You really lifted my spirits, as well as your friend from heaven really lifted my spirits, and I shall be blessed, as well as honored, always. We'll be in touch soon. Take care. Give your little baby a kiss from me. Love you.